Hey everyone, Andrew here. As always, if it's your first time here, thanks for stopping by. Please subscribe so you can see all of our videos. We've been doing some do-it-yourself projects around our house, and we live in Wisconsin. And in Wisconsin, we have extreme weather. We have extreme weather in the summer and extreme weather in the winter, and we get bitterly cold winters. And one of the things that can happen to your house is ice dams. And ice dams, not only do you see icicles on the outside of your house, but those ice dams can cause real problems. What happens is the water backs up underneath your shingles and literally goes into your roof and down your drywall and on your ceiling. A couple of years ago, we actually had some ice dams that did some pretty bad damage where we had to replace part of the ceiling and part of the drywall on the interior of the house because of where the ice dams affected. And every winter can be a little bit different. We've only had 2 winters where the ice dams got really bad, but we had them real bad again last year, and I had to do some stuff in the winter. In the middle of winter, freezing cold, getting ice out of the eaves, and that was really terrible. Terrible job to do.
And for those who don't know, what is an ice dam?
So an ice dam, like I said, basically you're going to see a grouping of icicles coming off your eaves, and what has happened is the water has melted where the heat comes up out of your house. It's actually melted the snow and then refroze, and it forms these ice dams. But what it does again is it goes up underneath that part of it when it melts, and it gets into your house. And they can cause a lot of damage. I've seen a lot of damage in houses from ice dams, not only in ours. Ours was fairly minor what happened to us, but I've seen some really bad damage happen because of ice dams. So one of the things you can do is get this kit here. It's a Roof and Gutter De-Icing Kit, and we just installed this. We installed this about a week ago, and we were smart enough to do it now in October before it gets bitter cold and before the ice dams have occurred, because that's just around the corner. Our house is about 60 feet long, and for us, the way the sunshine, the sun rises in the east over there and sets in the west, and so the back side of the house doesn't get as warm as the front side of the house. So we've never had any ice dams on the back of the house. You're going to want to look at your house to see where your ice dams are, if you've had them already, where the ice dams have occurred. So for us, luckily, it's only been in the front of the house. So we only had to put this kit on the front of the house. If your house was situated where you had ice dams in the front and the back of the house, you're going to want to put a kit like this on the back part of the house and the front part of the house. We used a 240-foot kit, which I know that sounds like a lot for a 60-foot house, but what you do is you do a zigzag pattern through it and then run it back through the eave as well. So you're actually going to use quite a bit. We used the entire kit. We did have a little excess on this side, so we went a little higher, but we did use the entire kit. And what it does is, again, we started on this side over here, brought it up and over this part, through, and then through the eave, back up and over, through the eave again. Also down the drain spouts. So we went about 2 feet down the drain spouts. Now this kit also included some small clips with it, because you don't want the wires to touch each other, because it is it's a warm wire, so you don't want them touching each other when they're going down that eave. So the kit included these here clips here, which keeps the wire apart when you're putting it down your eave. And then also the other clips, the way this was installed was these clips here went onto your shingles. They literally, it was really easy to install. Like I said, the whole thing took just about an hour. We did have 2 people doing it, which I highly recommend, because you don't want to do this by yourself, because you are going to be up on the edge of your roof. And just for safety purposes, it's really best if you have someone working with you, because you don't want any accidents to happen when you're up on the roof. Each one of these is going to go really simple, just right under your shingle, and then your wire is going to go in through here, because you want that right under it to hold that in place. Wire right in there. Real simple install. The only reason it was time consuming is because, again, you're kind of zigzagging back and forth and then coming through. But we did this whole roof in, like I said, just about an hour. We're going to go up top too, and so you can see exactly how it works.
Why are you crying, Angel? You're here with Mommy and Daddy.
Just so you know, this kit here we picked up on Amazon, and there is a link down below. We do have an affiliate account with there, so full disclosure, we do make a small commission if you buy this kit off of Amazon. But I did my research, and I actually got the best price by buying it from Amazon, and we'll have a link down below. And if you do get that from us, we appreciate it. It just kind of helps us keep making these videos for you. But more importantly, you know, this is really going to, for us, stop the damage that could happen from ice dams. And again, if you live in a cold part of the country, you could have ice dams, and they can be very costly. And if you end up having to, you know, we were lucky enough to be able to fix the damage ourselves, but if you had to have a contractor come in and you turn that into your homeowner's insurance is going to go up from that. So there's a lot of expenses involved when you have an ice dam do damage. This kit here hopefully is going to prevent some of that damage from happening. So next thing I think we'll do is go up on the roof and show you what it actually looks like up on the roof.